Since I was able to watch movies, I loved them. From watching them at home with the family, going to the movies, and watching them as a kid at school, movies have always had an impact on my life. I love all types of movies because of the different stories that they tell. Some good and some bad, but you have to watch them all to know what to do and what not to do. The film genre that had my attention at an early age was horror. Since I saw the third film of A Nightmare on Elm Street, I was scared out of my mind but fell in love. The power that a movie can give over a person is phenomenal. The way it makes you laugh, cry, get angry, or just have you scared out of your wits. Movies can conjure up many emotions and feelings. One emotion I felt about going to the movies was excitement. When the previews are over and when the lights dim, I knew I was in for a treat. What really got me ready to watch a movie was the introduction of the film logo. When watching the new edition of Freddy Krueger, observing the New Line Cinema trademark fly across the screen, I just smiled and sunk down in my seat to get ready for the four-bladed slasher to invade teenagers' dreams to gain revenge for what the parents of Elm Street done to him. Along with other film studios, I always said to myself, I'm going to work for one of these companies. Most importantly, movies have given me inspiration. As far back as a young boy watching Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, I always wanted to be Charlie to get that golden ticket, to live happy and do what I love, making movies. The first director that I was inspired by was Martin Scorsese. Goodfellas was the first film I watched by Mr. Scorsese at 10 years old, and I was blown away. I was intrigued by the story to see the rise and fall of Henry Hill and the Mafia crime family. Scorsese had countless classics on his resume: Raging Bull, Taxi Driver, Casino, Gangs of New York, and many others. Now, when I finally realized I wanted to be a part of films as a cinematographer and or a director, I started to study films. So when I purchased DVDs, I would listen to the director's commentary to learn why they shot one way or edited this way, or why they put a certain sound in the movie, all to get more information from the greats. Now that I've gotten older, a new filmmaker has continued my inspiration. His name is F. Gary Gray. Mr. Gray has shown me that African Americans can be one of the best directors in Hollywood. From directing music videos to directing multi-million-dollar movies, F. Gary Gray is holding the torch and broke away of the stereotypical African American directors on making urban films, quote-unquote hood films. He directed movies with megastars like The Italian Job with Mark Wahlberg,
Surprised?
The Negotiator with Samuel L. Jackson, Law-Abiding Citizen with Jamie Foxx and Gerard Butler, and most recently Straight Outta Compton with Paul Giamatti. There are black directors that have directed others not so urban films. The Book of Eli and From Hell by the Hughes brothers, Training Day and Shooter by Antoine Fuqua, in my opinion, is the only other black director on F. Gary Gray's level. As the years went by, I decided to try filmmaking with my partner and friend. I swear it was the best time of my life. Working almost 12 to 14 hour days and getting up before the rooster crows didn't bother me at all. I actually loved it. And this is when I finally realized that filmmaking is where I need to be. At the same time, I want to get better and learn more about filmmaking. So I made up my mind to enroll into Full Sail University. My goal after graduation is to be on my way by becoming one of the greats, like Francis Ford Coppola, the Coen brothers, and Steven Spielberg. I know this will be a journey, but I won't stop until you see Directed by Brandon Jones.